Here is the final update of the missing passengers. Ocean's Gate Expeditions has confirmed debris found near the Titanic is from the tourist submersible Titan, which disappeared on a dive to visit the wreck of the Titanic with 5 people on board. Unfortunately, all 5 passengers has been died. In this video, I am going to explain all the details. The world was shocked by the news this week that a tourist submarine seeking to visit the ruins of the Titanic went missing. A search mission has since been launched to recover the people missing. Among the confirmed passengers are British businessman Hamish Harding, Pakistani businessman Shahzada Dawood and his teenage son, Suleiman, and French explorer Paul-Henri Nargeolet. Stockton Rush, the CEO of OceanGate, the company that operates the vessel, is also on it. OceanGate billed the trip as an opportunity to become one of the few to see the Titanic with your own eyes. The company said the fee for securing a seat on the vessel was $250,000, according to its website. The trip wasn't billed as mere tourism, however, with OceanGate noting that each of its dives has a scientific purpose. The ongoing search and rescue effort for the missing Titan submersible with 5 people on board, involving a huge response from American, Canadian and French authorities, is vast in scale, including both the U.S. Navy and the Coast Guard. The expense for such an endeavor is likely to be equally great, and it is unclear whether taxpayers in the countries involved, ultimately, will be required to pay it. The passengers aboard the submersible paid $250,000 each for the experience of diving to the Titanic. According to OceanGate, the company that operates the Titan vessel, the 96-hour oxygen supply would dwindle today. It is important to remember, however, that the submersible can't be opened from the inside, rendering this scenario, due to dwindling oxygen levels, just as bad as the sub being underwater. The amount of oxygen on the missing submersible with 5 people on board is becoming a vital issue, some experts say, as more advanced equipment is rushed to the North Atlantic Ocean in a complex international search operation now at its most critical juncture. The Titan submersible begins each trip to explore the wreckage of the Titanic with an estimated 96 hours of life support and has been missing since Sunday morning, setting up Thursday morning as a key target for finding the vessel and those on board. Banging noises detected on Tuesday and Wednesday from underneath the water in the massive search area have provided hope for survivors, but it's like finding a needle in a haystack and time is of the essence, experts say. Dr. Ledez also said that running out of oxygen is not the only danger those on board face. The vessel may have lost electrical power, which is likely to have a role in controlling the amount of oxygen and carbon dioxide inside the vessel. As the oxygen level falls, the proportion of carbon dioxide being breathed out by the crew will be rising, with potentially fatal consequences. As levels of carbon dioxide build up, then it becomes sedative, it becomes like an anesthetic gas, and you will go to sleep. Too much of the gas in a person's bloodstream, known as hypercapnia, can kill them if not treated. Inside the 21-foot submersible, with rudimentary controls and no room for its passengers to stretch out, the crew would have had limited rations of food and water, officials have said. A massive operation is underway to search for the missing submersible, including an international fleet of ships with highly specialized equipment and technical experts. Some of those assets have not yet reached the search site, and with time almost running out for oxygen levels on board the vessel, there are some concerns over how long it is taking to get the equipment in place. At the same time, the crew are at risk from hypothermia, where the body gets too cold. According to Captain Ramsey, if the sub is on the seabed, the water temperature will be about 0 C. If it has also lost electricity, it will not be generating any power and therefore cannot generate heat. But hypothermia could be their friend, said Drive Ledez. There is a possibility if they cool down enough and lose consciousness they could live through it. Rescuers know this, he said, adding that the body will automatically try to adapt to survive. However, on the flip side, hypothermia, the lack of oxygen and the buildup of carbon dioxide within the sub mean the crew's ability to make contact with the search and rescue mission, such as by banging on the hull at regular intervals to try and attract attention, will dwindle. If they're unconscious, they're not going to be able to do much to help themselves, says Drive Ledez. Here is the final update of the missing passengers. Ocean's Gate Expeditions has confirmed debris found near the Titanic is from the tourist submersible Titan, which disappeared on a dive to visit the wreck of the Titanic with 5 people on board. Unfortunately, all 5 passengers has been died. Stay tuned for more updates. And subscribe to Amazing World.